Well, if I'm making this video, then that means God is still in the blessing business. And if God is still in the blessing business, that means business has got to be good. My. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever tickles your favor whenever you're watching this video. So I have different ways of communicating with you all. And one of the main reasons I'm going to sit here and tell you about this dream I had is because of the content of the dream. Me, myself, I have a little education of some of the contents of the dream, but there are things that people are getting their hands on as of weapons, or nowadays with these youngsters, they got artillery. They don't just call it a weapon, it's artillery. But in the dream, someone sleeps with a weapon in their bed with them, but they wake up and they are startled. But when they're startled, they go to shooting instead of just figuring it out what it is. So I would say blindly shooting with not knowing what the target is, or trying to shoot through walls and stuff like that because they wake up scared. But when you do that, you sitting here taking a chance of not seeing your target and you being scared and just shooting. So mostly it's just like a warning. And that is bad. But I also thought of it as jumping the gun instead of it just being actual shooting or something like that. But actually, instead of taking your time and just letting stuff play out, is jumping the gun and running with something beforehand of even knowing what's going on. I'm pretty sure everybody's guilty of that. I've been guilty of that. Some of the time I've been right, some of the time I've been wrong, but I just thought it would be in everyone's interest is gun safety. That's even having children in your house with weapons there, having them locked up or having a trigger lock on them. But I guess you would say, oh, that's too broad. That's something that everybody needs to be aware of all the time, and you're not doing anything special. Well, if you hating on this video, had to get your attention in order to tell you to lock your weapon up or put a trigger lock on there so nobody get hurt, or sitting there being scared and shooting without knowing the target or what's behind the target. If you have to hate on this video, please do so. You can leave a thumbs down, and you can leave a comment. I'm not guaranteed I'm gonna respond to it, but you know what? Sometimes when I have time, cause it be days I have time. I had an event, not an episode. Well, it was an episode. Well, not even really, to where I had time that day. I usually don't sit there and tongue wrestle sit there with silly folks, but it's some days I got time. But after I said what I had to say, I felt better. So maybe I just needed to release at that point in time. So yeah, this is like a real warning of make sure your pistols and all your weapons is why kids can't get them. And me personally, I'd say we need to ban toy guns. There's so many toy guns where kids start playing with, but then at the same time they come across your real gun, think it's a toy, and you so scared you keep one in the trigger. I mean, you keep one in the chamber, but you might have a Glock and it don't have a god doggone safety. So, well, Okay, well, like I say, I need to do my do my education on different weapons. So I want y'all to make sure y'all just try to love each other. I'm trying to, but sometimes y'all make it hard. You make it hard. Oh yeah, and if you driving and you're in the left lane and you're not passing anybody, you're the traffic. You are the traffic. There's a whole bunch of world behind you trying to go and run and go up there and run up there and go get them a ticket from Texas DPS. Oh, well, that's if you're in Texas. So you need to get out them people's way so they can run and go get their ticket. Or just, truthfully, it's an emergency lane for the police and ambulances and everywhere to be on a highway that has more than 2 lanes. So they could go and go help your loved one or something like that. If it was your loved one that needed some help and you Sunday driving in the Hammer lane, you'd be mad. Yes, you would. You'd be mad. Oh my God, these people are just in the way. You the one in the way. If you're in the far left lane and you're not passing anybody, you are the traffic. You the traffic. Y'all have a good day. Happy March. This the best month of the year. Y'all have a good one. Sorry, Nari.